Hey, it's Tom from Texas, and it's time for another Floppy deep dive.
Then I have to do a deep dive.
And thank you for stopping by my channel. If you like retro computers and you like retro gaming, this is the channel for you.
What? Do you know anything about floppy disks?
So today we're going to be doing another in the series of Tom's Top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Yep, I enjoyed it so much last week with doing the top 5 helicopter games, I decided to do the top 5 automotive racing games on the Commodore 64.
I like race cars and video games.
And there's a lot of them, but I narrowed them down. I got them down to just 5, and I wanted to share it with you guys, and you let me know if you agree or not. Also, did I forget any games? Is there one that should be up in this top 5 that I didn't play? Maybe I need to check out? You guys let me know. I'm sure you will. I want to do a shout out to all my Patreons. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Also want to do a shout out to my whole community. Thank you guys, all the comments and all the interaction I have with you guys. That's what makes this all worth it, and thank you so much. So let's get this thing going. Go ahead, pull up a chair, grab a joystick, and let's get started. Number 5. We are coming out hard for our first game, and straight from the arcade. Number 5 is Ivan Iron Man Stewart Super Off-Road, and I played this game a lot in college. We had a student union building that had an arcade that I would hit when I had time between classes, and this would be my go-to game when you could get 4 players battling. It was a blast, and the nitros are what made this game such a crapshoot. You could have a good lead, and a player can come out of nowhere pumping out the nitros to take the lead and win the race. And this game came out in 1990 for the Commodore 64, and the racing part is shown as a top-down view, and the game consists of 8 different tracks. And on the Commodore, up to 3 players could play, 2 using joysticks, 1 using the keyboard. And after each race, prize money is awarded, and you could use that money to buy more nitro boosts, tires, shock absorbers, and more. And this was an excellent port for the Commodore 64, and it's a great way to start off my list of my top 5. Number 4. Number 4, we are coming at you with another amazing racing game because there's just so many good ones for the Commodore 64. Number 4 on my list is Buggy Boy. Yep, I got this European version first, so I will always call it Buggy Boy, but in the US it was called Speed Buggy and was released by Data East in 1987. This is another arcade classic that was ported to the Commodore 64 and turned out to be amazing. I found this game to be difficult but perfectly challenged, even though it had some simple controls and only 2 gears. The tracks are tricky, but that's what makes you want to play it over and over again, because even though it was so hard, you could just keep battling and getting farther and farther each time. And I just love this game, and I love that it's on my list, and I hope all of you all had a chance to play this one, because this is definitely one worth checking out. Number 3. Number 3 is Pit Stop 2. I have to put this on my list because this one I have some fond memories of being able to battle my brothers in this cool split screen 2-player game mode, and you can be in completely different places on the racetrack, and it shows your view according to wherever you are on the track. And this game came out in the Commodore 64 in 1984, and it was the sequel to the 1983 Pit Stop. And Pit Stop is the first racing game I played on TRS-80 in my elementary school, so yeah, my list is influenced heavily by my personal memories. But that's the great thing about being able to make your own list, right? The greatness of this game is where there was strategy to it. You had to keep an eye on your tires and your fuel gauge, and you were able to pull into the pit stop, and you were able to change your tires and refuel, and you had to do it fast so you could hurry and get back out on the track before they caught up to you. And if you didn't take a pit stop, you risked blowing your tires or running out of fuel, which just made this game even more exciting. Number 2. Number 2 is Stunt Car Racer, also known as Stunt Track Racer here in the United States, but I only knew it as Stunt Car Racer because that's what it was called when I downloaded off of BBS, and when whatever it was when I downloaded off the BBS, that's what I always referred it to. And who knew how heavily my Commodore 64 experience was impacted by my pal friends overseas in their games, because a lot of times those were the games that I got before I would even get the games here in the United States. And this game brings back great memories because me working at my first job, one of my friends from work would come over after we get off just to play this game, and we would play it all night after work, and then sometime after work the first shift in the morning, so we would go back with little or no sleep. Man, it was great to be young back then. But now, back to the game. The Stunt Car Racer came out in 1989 to critical acclaim. It used 3D vector graphics, which was unusual for a game on the Commodore 64. And the cool thing is the game takes place on this elevated track with nothing to stop you from driving off the sides. It had ramps and you could do jumps, and if you did fall off, you would get hoisted back up on the track by a nearby crane. You also had turbo that you could use during the race, and damage happens anytime that you would land too hard or you would crash into the wall or fall off the track. And all this detailed stuff made it so fun and made the experience so cool that I just loved playing this game. So that's why it is my number 2. Number 1. Number 1 is Racing Destruction Set, which was released in 1985 for the Commodore 64 by Electronic Arts. And it allows you to design and race on tracks with a variety of different vehicles. And it was part of the Construction series, which included pinball construction, music construction, and adventure construction set. And this game had a split screen mode just like Pit Stop 2, and you could create different racetracks and include them to be icy or sandy sections on there, or just the normal track. But the best part that made it fun for me to play this game over and over is that you could control the gravity. And the best memories I have are when friends would come over and we would just go crazy with the gravity controls and just let the cars fly. And you had different types of races you could do. It was like racing mode, and there's also a destruction mode. Kind of reminds me of the racetrack that I had for my Hot Wheels called Crisscross Crash. You had different vehicles like Jeeps and Lunar Rover and dirt bikes and Baja Bugs. And the best part is just the replay aspect of it. Since you could change it up so much and do different things with the tracks, that's what made me keep coming back and playing it each time. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video of Tom's top 5 automotive racing games. I enjoyed making it. I had such a blast doing my helicopter one last week. I just had to do another one.
Aren't you a little old for video games?
I want to know, did I leave anything off my list?
Yes, I can confirm the list is accurate.
What is your top 5 automotive racing games? I'd love to hear it. Put it down in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't checked out my other videos like what's on that floppy and the many faces of and the me versus me and the retro dealer duds, you need to go check those videos out right now. So go check them out.
Is that it?